Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear us and that we are live now. Please react somewhere in chat so I know, because I am watching this to see if anyone can hear us. They can hear us, Hell Knight says. So hey, everyone. Welcome to Game 2 of Natheirean versus Weasel in the Triforce Blitz tournament, the Wanderer bracket, which is usually what we think of as a lower bracket. It's called the Wanderer bracket here. I am Miraba, known as Mara, here with Extreme Spy. First time doing comms
It
for
is
Game
indeed.
2. So welcome in. Thanks for joining the team.
Thanks for having me.
So we are luckily about to start. I think they're just waiting for us to give the signal. It looks like we have a free medallion and Zelda's Lullaby.
ZL start for free bonus song in Graveyard. The classic Triforce Blitz opener.
Yeah, I think everyone's just going to run over to CAC, hit up the graveyard. I've occasionally seen people, okay, we're off. Oh, okay. Weasel's checking the medallions and stones first.
Spirit, DC, and Deku Tree. And then we have 5 power, 5 wisdom, and 3 courage. And DC power.
Shocker! DC path.
All right, 553. So that leaves for some interesting openers, right? You're not immediately trying to chase into the first dungeon you can get to for a 0 or a 1.
Well, it might mean that we have some wanderer strengths or bows or something. I heard about that 010 yesterday. That was quite a mess.
I was not able to catch it, but I was very surprised in how long it took and where they were.
And I actually like that they are both farming rupees here. It's very, very fast, and it means that regardless of what happens in Kakariko and the graveyard, you can walk out with a shield. Because yeah. I suspect what's going to happen is they're both going to head into DC. As long as they have something, even if it's choose.
Yeah. Hammer, strength, bombs, or choose, and DC is going to be where you head immediately. Having previously been in this tournament and maybe being a little aggressive and not doing that 60 seconds to buy a shield, I may have been a convert to Team Buy a Shield for Blitz.
I am a big fan, especially since you are often rushing DC very early. And spending that extra time not having a shield if you're going to do ground jumps or even dropping chews.
Yeah, it's the chew drops.
Or if you're going to go into forest early. Oh, that
joys
sucks.
of Stalfos. All right, first try Rufio. For a slingshot.
Sure. Okay, we better not get a path for that. But we might.
If anything, it'll be for Spirit Temple, right? Or just the memes on Goma.
No, that was Fountain. Was something. Fountain was... So someone will put it in the notes sheet for us.
Fountain Wanderer, according to Purple.
All right. Okay, that could be any number of things at this point. And it looks like there is nothing in the windmill as an item. Natheirean actually going to pick up a little more cash.
And our free song being Song of Time.
Ah, that's...
Hello, GTG.
You don't like that.
No.
Can we have a warp song? We want to move really fast in Blitz.
Well, I'm sure we will see Composer Grave pretty quick, so maybe we'll get lucky.
Anju doesn't have anything for us. The cow has nothing for us. Can we get something useful? I mean, technically, Slingshot is an item, but until it unlocks something, I'm not going to consider it useful.
Completely agree with that mentality. So let's see. We have a peek and 4 checks. Okay, 3 checks and a song in Graveyard to find something useful for DC.
First check is nothing. I like that little stop to just get the Poe to go after you.
Yep. The damage boost, so you can go peek while the stone moves.
And it looks like that was nothing in a crate, maybe a piece of art.
I think I kind of like Weasel's routing a little better here, deciding to go against Dompe rather than into Composer Grave right away. So if it's a warp song, he can just warp out of the grave rather than run.
Yeah,
back.
I like it a little more too. Plus, you don't have to walk back out of the Composer Grave, which just does add a little bit of time, and then you got to walk back over to Dompe's grave, which adds slightly more time.
The only thing that might bite him a little bit is I don't think he bought a shield. He just went straight to Rufio.
Oh, yeah, that's not... Might have been planning to walk on up to DC immediately, and thus thought, I don't need to get a shield right now.
Yeah, I've been so that's the exact type of play that has burnt me for way longer, because once you leave CAC, if you don't have a reason to come back, you might not get a shield right away.
Okay, well, we got a packet shoot.
And free bottle, so, get your memes in. Oh, I wonder if Weasel forgot he has CL.
Yeah, this is... Why are we playing... Okay.
We have one vote from Neil for skip Dompe outright.
No, that is the meme play. We aren't doing that. And Natheirean picked up Minuet, which is not a bad find, to be honest.
Yep.
Maybe Weasel is planning on going Child quite quickly and wants to do Grave as Child to also pick up the chest.
That might also be true, yeah.
I know some people do that if they're planning on going Child quite quickly. They just bank on the song not being useful for navigation.
Yeah, and with picking up those bomb chews, hopping out of Windmill with the Song of Time, and then going to buy the shield now into Death Mountain Trail, it's not a bad route. It just really relied on finding those chews.
We'll see, actually. How many chews? 10 pack.
10. It's scummable.
Yeah.
Although personally, I would have having Minuet and those chews really helps with scumming through Lost Woods and Sacred Forest Meadow your first time through.
Now there's a few options, but DC is calling as a path.
My eyes might have deceived me, being this screen is smaller than what I'm used to, but I swore I caught magic on top of Dodongo's Cavern. I might be crazy.
Can someone who's doing a full screen somewhere on a really huge monitor let us know? All right, yeah, we're now preparing to scum all our bomb juice.
Yep. That is the correct
Temple
choice.
of Time is foolish. Well, I'm shocked.
Well, we won't have to beat Spirit Temple for a song.
So Natheirean maybe dipping DC. And then, what do you do? If you have Minuet and you want to get those chews... I'm trying to see that roll.
That was a big chest.
That was a big chest?
Based on the pattern, yeah, upper DC.
Okay. I have a hard time seeing that one. I prefer to... I can't see the top of DC. Great, okay.
And another big one in the Armos room.
And the bomb bag! Okay, so that is only strength or hammer locked.
A nice early find.
Or it could be magic plus... Oh, sorry, the staircase is magic plus dins. I have seen that once. It was really gross.
Oh.
Yeah, it was...
always forget about that
baffling.
logic.
It was... Yeah. I'm not going to forget that one again.
Yeah. My equivalent experience is torches in Water Temple, Bolus.
The thing is, vanilla, you already have magic and you should have dins by then. And Natheirean's trying to peek that one. And I guess it's probably going to do the top peak on the chest at the end. Well, you don't have to worry about scumming anymore.
Yeah.
We're about to see those 2 more chests that are not peekable.
Doesn't look like anything there.
Please face the other.
Oh,
face,
it was.
Oh, it is one. Okay, what is it?
That's why I'm out of the tournament. I can't even tell what size his chests are. And it's Rudo's letter.
And the bomb bag. Okay, pick which one you want to go after.
Well, they already have a bonus bottle, so. And when does ZL start, I might add?
Yeah, we know Rush Ice. You have a bomb bag, ZL, and Rudo's letter, go Rush Ice. Or at least check the river.
Oh, and Neil having a better memory than I do, remembering the Wanderer Fountain. So you can actually, because we have ZL, we can get the ferry, we can get Iceberg, we can peek Icy Waters to find out if Irons is going to, well, help with a Wanderer.
It was just more chews across the top of DC. Which, you know, it's nice. It will speed up going through Goron City.
The one thing with just looking at chat, so if we find bombs as our logical access into DC, the bombs in DC will then become not our path item, and we will know Rudo's is our path hint.
But if we find only strength, a little more ambiguous.
That's why you never buy a shield.
Let's see if King Dodongo has anything for us. So I assume just what we're gonna see is they go into Goron City, they check the maze, they check Link to Goron, and if there's nothing they can do, they might choose to go into Crater and pick up that check and a few more hints and possibly hit the ferry, go back in, and then out to Lost Woods.
Yeah, that really depends on how aggressively you want to try and shave down time with your overworld checks. Like with 553, you're probably going to have hints for every item we're going to need this seed. So hint prioritization kind of might be more important than anything else.
Apologize if anyone can hear the gratuitous revving of the vehicle outside my house. Okay, so Weasel is going
Redead Grotto.
Redead Grotto, and then maybe Natheirean not thrilled with that shield. Maybe Weasel is going to go up Zora's River.
I think that is quite likely here.
You get a few checks, you get a few hints, you can head straight into ice.
Oh, this turnaround might pay off. You do also just have to literally press forward.
Hovers. Okay, do you...
Ooh.
Do you change from your plan to going into ice now? It looks like Weasel says no.
You know, with a 553, I think I personally would still go upriver into Fountain because it's Wanderer Fountain. You get, what is it, 6 hints through River, Domain, and Fountain into Ice, which of course is a meme for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to a bonus song.
I mentioned the hovers because that would allow you to actually pick up the song at Bolero.
Yes. Yeah.
So you could you could swing through Death Mountain Crater and pick up a song before going off to Ice. If you're willing to delay it, but Weasel is clearly wanting to rush Ice.
Just a piece of heart on the first heart piece in River.
Going to drink that bottle and also gonna go upriver.
I wonder what this is a setup for.
Okay, we are gonna check the Redead Grotto, pick up those hovers. The Temple of Time Foolish, number 2. Swear, I have forgotten what vanilla hovers sound like.
Oh, after about my 100th seed, I switched them back to vanilla sound, just so I could try to practice to be consistent based on audio cues. It was something that, because I always played with randomized sounds while I was learning Zooter, and yeah, it doesn't help you be consistent for any sort of gainer type movement.
I just hear dog noises in my head when I visualize it. Gerudo Valley is Path to Courage. Uh-oh.
And that's our 3 count. So, the only thing there, like Hammer Chest, might throw you off.
Yeah, that's my uh-oh. But maybe it's just a waterfall.
Another, again, being like not a great player, but having participated in this tournament, Gerudo Valley is one of those areas that you can very easily never route in if you don't do it early. So having a hint like that right off the bat, and that was Forest Power. Kikiri Forest.
Okay, Okay, so I see Weasel's doing this setup where you go into the corner, hop left, and then you back up. And it puts you in position to grab and start it.
Yep, and then see up here. I use the top bar as my visual cue. First try.
I know some people do different setups. What I know is that a lot of people have problems if they suddenly don't have a shield. Bottom of the Well Foolish.
And it was Death Mountain Trail Foolish is
I believe so.
The hint stone on the Zora River Plateau.
Okay, what is on the iceberg? That is...
Park container.
Okay, so let's go check the ferry.
Yeah. So we have a 66% chance of... Or sorry, 33% chance of needing irons. I can't do math anymore. 50.
Well, now it's a 50% chance. Because we've already seen one of them. Good point
Burning
from Neil.
Pack
You
is
can, in
Bolero.
fact, keep that large chest in the rocks. Yeah, that's Wander, which is, it means optional, but can you find it or can you skip it? Sorry, find a duplicate or another way around it.
Always a big gamble.
Okay, well, right, now we can check. Maybe, Tektite Grotto? If it's those irons, otherwise we'll just check the bottom and we'll see. We'll find out pretty soon. That is a
heart piece.
Oh, okay, so irons. Natheirean, I saw something about why that happens with the jump slash not being as long, but I don't remember what it is. Oh wow, and we didn't even see up.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess you can save frames like that. Yeah.
So,
the only reason I've had a short jump is if you're too far to the left coming out of the shield turn.
that's right. Yes, it's if your position is slightly off. Okay, so with irons being Wanderer, that implies Hektite Grotto only?
I believe you are correct.
Because lab scale with scale is the logic one, not with irons.
If we
And
see something weird like
and it can't be water. Because that's not in logic.
Yeah.
Without
As Janik and Purble are saying in chat, that if we see something like Cack Wanderer, if it's Song of Time is Wanderer in conjunction with Iron Boots, Toilet. For GTG key logic.
Sure, and I guess that could be then that the irons are required to get an item that is also a Wanderer potential,
Yes.
like a bow or something. But I would just still check Grotto and find out if there's something right there.
Yeah. That is the #1 play.
Something Wanderer in water. Another option. But again,
yes,
finding out if it's Tektite will cut some of that way down, because how much do you really want to go into GTG Toilet or water looking for a Wanderer hint? Or Wanderer item.
All we know about Wanderer Irons, full clearing fountain, is that no piece and no path item can be in Water Temple.
Okay, let's find out if there is anything at the back of ice shortly.
Let's see if Weasel sets up for ground jumps or has practiced glitchless.
Unfortunately, just got hit with an ice keys.
Well, it's bound to happen. You're an ice cat.
Yeah.
Neil being evil. Magic in Water Temple as your Wanderer hint. You. Like, I'm all for it, but you.
Got hit again. Keys. These keys are just so annoying. And soon we'll find out if there is anything really actually useful in ice.
So, in a upcoming potential route divergence, depending on what happens here at the end of ice, Natheirean does have Minuet.
Yeah,
and we know Forest is path, so...
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we warp out, run through Lost Woods, hit up, get our song, go out of Sacred Forest Meadow, go to Kokiri Forest, check our items, run back in, and Goron City. Oh no!
Yeah, and,
really? Tharia's.
So that should mean Minuet and Saria's are not path. They're both locked by ZL. The only caveat to that is depending on how we can get our Rudo's letter.
People in chat discussing maybe doing Kokiri Forest as a child would allow you to get the Sword chest, Dancing Dad. I saw a hint for that, but that was a different race earlier. So we have not seen Dancing Dad this race. This is the problem with watching a whole lot of Zooter.
Yeah. Observer Seedblade is true.
And Weasel is... what are we doing?
Tektite? Bolda and Tektite, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. And then... maybe Child?
Yeah, I don't see running to Southfield here. No point in going to Lake Hylia.
There's our repeat of DC. We're... okay, yeah, we're changing our direction. We are going to go check out Tektite. And see if anything is there. And Natheirean is unfortunately getting really low on health.
So long as you're above a quarter heart, you're still in the race, right?
Yeah, he's gotten low a few times and it makes me kind of nervous. Because a lot of people... wait, what? That was nothing?
Is that...
I couldn't see.
It might have been a bomb refill, but it was blue on blue then.
Okay.
Interesting. So we either need a hookshot to check for a wander item in Water Temple.
Or something maybe in GTG, and we don't have access to that. Alright, yeah. So Weasel is going Child. And I guess we're going to see a save. Wait. Check Kokiri Forest. Use the Saria song.
Yeah, you can get...
and then maybe into Child, Goron City.
Yeah, you can check Skull Mask and Dancing Dad in one visit. So...
and, look... Hyrule Castle's Way of the Wanderer. Oh, that's... the Natheirean might be doing the same thing. And we have enough money for Bombchu Bowling. So that's actually... now, it is unfortunate that the Weasel doesn't have a warp song out. And it's nighttime.
Well, he does have bombs in ZL, so he can walk into that Wanderer at Castle. Just killing time of day.
Could go for both hints in the back.
Yep.
Natheirean, I think, doing the exact same thing. I've checked the Boulder of Destiny followed by Tektite Grotto. They are really just on top of each other right now.
Yeah, it's an even matchup.
Oh, come on, dog. Out of the way.
How dare you try and protect the shopkeep we are trying to bomb. Nothing on Bombchu Bowling.
Okay, so that's a bust. Oh my god, that's a low heart sound, isn't it?
It is. Picking up 20 bucks here.
I have never heard this before. Thanks, I hate it.
Oh, that would be weird.
Lost Woods. Was that Wanderer? Can someone verify? I saw Lost Woods Wanderer. It's just about daytime now, so Weasel can just leave.
Yeah, Lost Woods Wanderer. So let's see what our Hyrule Castle Wanderer item is.
Strength, bow, hookshot, magic, wallet, hookshot. Didn't we get a hint for forest?
Kokiri Forest.
Right, okay. I heard a misstatement at some point. Okay, that was a...
That's
Natheirean doing the exact same thing.
That's a Wanderer hookshot.
Except maybe
So
followed by warping out. Or maybe hitting up Shooting Gallery and then gonna warp out.
well, so back to this Wanderer water. We started with ZL, and we have Wanderer boots and hookshot.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, just straight up, no.
You know what? I would choose to collect a whole bunch of other hints before actually going into water.
Oh yeah, completely.
You know what? Regardless of the fact that we have that, I would rather.
Yeah, this is
Clear out
talking as
Sacred Forest,
to
Meadow, and Lost Woods and Kokiri Forest.
yeah. This is talking to. I wonder if the seed actually wants that, not what I do as a runner or what I expect either Weasel or Natheirean to do.
So, looks like Weasel's gonna do the Lon Lon Ranch to Gerudo Valley. Which is,
with Path Courage.
Yeah, what's there? It could be Wanderer for Ganon's access. That is true. Wanderer Hookshot would get you Forest Temple. And maybe... Okay, Natheirean... Gonna continue passing time of day. Gonna finish up the market, I would guess. And possibly even do the same Lon Lon Ranch path out. Actually, Natheirean's checking the second hint.
As I was saying before, with 13 potential path items, this many Wanderers, I'd probably be hint chasing pretty hard right now.
Oh, there's our water temple, Way of the Wanderer. Shocking. Shocking.
We need a timeout zone for seeds.
Can we please not? Can we please? Oh, this just feels gross.
This seed sucks. I wouldn't say that quite yet, but it is shaping up to be a weird one.
What if it's like, you know, a bow in Water Temple for GTG? Just something right there in the lobby. And so our steps are actually for GTG access. And in the bow is the Wanderer.
So if it's GTG, we either need access to both Longshot and Epona's, or we don't have access to Longshot if we're trying to get step counts into GTG. Because we have a Wanderer hook. Dastar, I did in fact ask for a timeout zone for the seed itself. We know it's there for people who do puns and other things of that nature, but sometimes just seeds need to take a breather.
Natheirean picking up more rupees, I am assuming for the Lost Woods path that will happen.
Yeah, that makes sense. You need what, 10 for Talon and then 80 for the business scrubs in Lost Woods?
Is it that many? It's 40 for the one on the bridge.
I'm pretty sure it's 40 for both business scrubs
really?
and Lost Woods. Yeah.
I don't pay attention except that you just want a full wallet, basically. You just try to keep a whole pile of money so you don't run out, because it really sucks to run in and out of Sacred Forest Meadow picking up that 5 rupee.
Yeah, the one nice thing about your first visit as child is you can do those side hops, back walking through the maze and get an extra, was it 10 or 15? 10. Like, it's not great, it's just better than having to load and unload the zone. So there's a red rupee on the chicken crate check.
I'm
And that's a
leaning
strength.
into. Oh, it is. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. So that's a strength for courage, and DC was power. Okay. I mean, that strength would get us the bomb bag
Bombs and
and
Rudos.
Rudo's letter, and presumably a
You know
lot of
what other
doubling up
item?
of hints here.
You know what
Otherwise,
other
we would
item?
have more. We wouldn't have so many wanderers.
Oh no, I don't think that would work. I don't think it can be Jabu because CL would have to be on there because we don't have a scale yet.
Okay, what is this chest? Ring. Yeah, no, someone just said Jabu.
I was just talking about it.
You were talking about Jabu.
I literally just went. But yeah, I guess if a scale is available, it cuts out ZL. So it's Strength, Rudo's Rang. And then you have ZL or...
Tyrion, what are you... Yeah, okay, you just chose to do it that way. Okay, is that faster? To warp to Serenade, take the owl, and then go across field versus walking out of Lon Lon Ranch?
I believe so. Maybe not for the Valley route. I know it for sure.
You're walking further
than
than
time.
Out of Lon Lon once you're in Hyrule Field, but it's probably about the same, actually.
Once you're in Silo, if I remember correctly, it's 30 or 35 seconds to walk to the front of Lon Lon Ranch and into Hyrule Field. So Serenade would be like, what is it, 10, 14 with the to get to the owl. So
for slow owls.
This looks like Weasel might be heading into Domain.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Kokiri's sword chest.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I feel like you're there as child, you got your boomerang, just make sure.
Yeah, I am a strong proponent of clear out where you have paths. Wanderers I can see. You know, okay, I found a bow, whatever.
Especially with storms on Ocarina of Time. What are our... We don't actually have our stones marked.
Fire, water, shadow.
Yeah, no, that's a high path count then.
That's a pass.
No, so then you know you can just take a pass on the storms check. Just check if this... Because it would really suck if it was something else. So I think Natheirean is... Okay, is checking more hints. And then maybe gonna do Minuet? Out of the lake? I mean, we got cash.
Well, you would probably save quit out of the lake. Right, because Natheirean hasn't been to Kokiri Forest yet.
Natheirean can get a song by playing Minuet.
Yeah, but with the path power that he hasn't explored. And he knows Song of Storms is OoT. Duplicate of the Trail Foolish.
Well, the song check's going to happen at some point, and Lost Woods is also Way of the Wanderer.
Honestly, what I might do is I would potentially save quit, check Mido's house, go to the Kikiri sword chest,
And then play
minuet from there. Yeah, because they don't have Sunsong, so you can't do the Sunsong warping.
There's our second Gerudo Valley path to courage.
See if Weasel can get a clean Jabu. Or Baronade, I guess. I don't know, what's your opinion?
What do you think?
I'm for this too. You know, your boss is spinning in front of you. Just chuck some nuts, do some stick jump slashes.
Alright, there's our minuet. We're doing it this way. Pick up the song.
Oh, Sunsong.
Sunsong! Okay, sure.
Frogs 2 intensifies. Different settings.
Natheirean is really prioritizing hints. This is a lot of hints.
It is, but I think it would align to my playstyle. Jabu's also our light medallion, so you don't need to take that warp. So just save.
I guess
back
we're
to the
running
entrance.
back in and checking the. And that was Crater was a path to wisdom. I just saw that right.
That's what I saw flicker on my screen.
That's new.
Yeah, and neither of them went there yet, so.
No.
Baby Shark, no one said nothing of the sort.
Baby Shark, why are you up?
Oh. This is SFM Wolfos Grotto for a bow.
Bow. That has not been hinted. That's...
Just hints in SFM.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Let's see. We know Lost Woods is Wanderer. Oh.
For another hook shot.
Oh.
Okay.
That's Wanderer long shot. That's both hook shots Wanderer, so that's a Wanderer long shot. Okay, so you know that ridiculous Wanderer GTG toilet thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's world's most powerful toilet key logic.
No kidding.
Thanks, Hyrule Castle. Alright, that was the other hook shot.
Yeah, with Natheirean having bow and long shot, even just being able, like, we know that strength was there, but being able to peek hammer in Gerudo Valley.
Hi, Saros, nice. So hold on. Wanderer hookshot. Other Wanderer hookshot. Other Wanderer iron boots.
Oh, peace and Jabu. So that was strength, Rudo's letter, and boomerang.
All right, let's get that marked off. And okay, so that is our.
That's going to be courage.
So we can see some of those overlapping hints right now.
Yeah, so we have the only overlap should be the Kikiri Forest. Oh, interesting. But Rang is on path power.
Yeah.
So you add in ZL.
Yeah.
And
That takes a
bombs.
scale out, and yeah, and
Yep.
and what you need to get to bombs. The strength to get to bombs,
Yeah, strength.
maybe.
Well, strength can get you bombs and Rudos, right? Rudos
Right.
was. Oh, we just noted DC. Yeah, so if there isn't a scale access, yeah, ZL and bombs gets you through the river.
I wasn't looking at the notes. I was looking at the notes instead of the screen. I assume there was nothing in the Kokiri sword chest.
Also looking at notes, thinking about logic. We're two in sync. Red says nope.
Thank you, Red. We did not see fishing. This is new.
As is Skull Kid on the Natheirean side. Oh, first area's check is nothing.
And Weasel has not gone into Lost Woods, right?
No.
Kokiri is Path to Power. Wait, is that our second one?
That's a duplicate.
Okay.
Yeah, so we found the random.
So we're still missing 2 hints, if I'm looking at this right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, there's a total of there's 11.
There's 10 plus a single wanderer.
All right, and
yeah, incoherent. I think I have been appropriately corrected that power is probably the Jabu piece.
Yes, there's nothing on Baronade.
And we don't need a different projectile to get into Child Spirit.
Right, is there anything with this Sarius?
We can go be Ganon.
Right, thanks.
Yeah. The game's now officially entirely in logic. Thanks everyone for coming out. That was probably one of the biggest things that took my brain a while to wrap around with Triforce Blitz is light arrows are now also a meme. And even worse, if light arrows are in an area, the area can't be hinted foolish.
I believe that's going to be fixed for the next version. I believe that is planned.
Perfect. Boomer Darunia.
Sure, bomb refill. Now what?
Seeing Southfield. So this is another couple hints. It is indeed. And we also know Goron City is wisdom, but I don't think Weasel got that hint.
Where did we see that?
Kokiri Forest. So, like, Weasel went Mido and then left. Right? So it's at the
top. Okay.
Yeah, it would be the Song of Storm check. Song of Storm Gossip Stone.
You mean the one up there, but not the one in the...
Yes.
I don't know, next to Lost Woods? I don't know what you call that one.
Entrance Stone.
Top of Kokiri? I think it's maybe just the Kokiri Forest hint stone.
Well, yeah, because the other ones are the Deku tree. Outside Deku hint stones, right?
I would actually be blasting through my chews right here. Like that.
And back down to half a heart.
Long
is
rant.
foolish.
And there's magic.
And I think that was Market Foolish.
And
some double Ds.
I think it was a foolish. Okay, so now we got... Okay,
So
so
that's our
wisdom gives
last
us
foolish, right?
magic, and crater, which could be maybe a song. Magic. I mean magic as a...
The only courage path we have right now is Valley for strength.
I mean, when I think of magic in these settings, I think of Spirit Trial. Sorry, Spirit Temple, Shadow Temple, and Shadow Trial 2.
Fair. I would almost definitely discount Shadow. Just too much to get in there.
Yeah, we need Nocturne. We need Dins.
So
if we had a higher count.
yes, yeah.
Shadow Trial 2, boy, has that bit in people.
Yes, including, let's see. I'm trying to think of the ways I've screwed up Shadow Trial 2. Getting to like platform and going, oh wait, I can't get past this. I'm thinking with DMC being a path, finding that song would probably become my next priority after finding my first piece. Like I think Natheirean's put together the follow the boomerang, you're going to one place that he can right now. Just because if it's Requiem on Bolero, you know, that very strongly points to Spirit. We have a projectile. If we get a key, we can potentially break some key logic open as child.
I want to see that last one, potentially that last Wanderer hint. I want to see those last hints, you know. If we get, like, Sacred Forest Meadow Wanderer, that would...
Well, I think we've logicked out... Yeah, Aponas is on... Or not logicked. We have it. We know Aponas is on SFM. So... Apona's Wanderer would only mean HBA. It has already given us a Wanderer long shot, right?
Yeah, both hook shots were Wanderer. And we've cleared out Lost Woods and we've cleared out Hyrule Castle.
Oh, the Wolf Ospo, of course. I'm so used to the one check in SFM being nothing. Ocarina Memory game and a Triforce Blitz.
Yeah, well, it's bitten people before.
Yeah, and Lost Woods Wanderer, so I understand.
Yeah, you just clear it out. We know that Saria's here is nothing but Weasel.
So Purple, I'm gonna take what you're saying. DMC would be Requiem, right? That's what we think. And then add Strength 2 for Adult Spirit, for Wisdom.
With that half heart is just like, please get some health. You have been on dangerously low health for quite some time of this game. There's Weasel getting that Hyrule Castle Wanderer. Going, thanks! I got it! But might not have seen that one. Yeah, that's the one location we got. So that... And here's Weasel.
Oh, was it... Oh, the Water Temple is Hyrule Castle too, not Lost Woods.
Yeah, we need 2 more hints. Potentially 1 more Wanderer, or possibly 2 more paths. Oh wait, Weasel does have Sarias. What am I thinking? I was looking in the wrong spot. Yeah, but Weasel doesn't have Minuet, and doesn't have Eponas. So, what does Natheirean do after clearing out Jabu? Weasel is behind on some overworld clearance right now, and is missing some songs.
If Natheirean puts together that this is power, I think go adult and minuet. So you serenade, you take the owl, you age change, you minuet, and you go into adult Goron City and check Crater. It's okay, Neil. Natheirean just likes his low heart sound.
Even know what it is. But it's probably better than Weasel's sound. Oh, looks like Natheirean's put it together.
Yeah. So serenade to owl. Weasel showing us how to drain your heart pieces real fast.
There's your magic. And now maybe Weasel going into Lost Woods, presumably? To pick up the... Wait, no, hold on. Got the song as a Sacred Forest Meadow? Hold on. I can't keep...
No, he has not.
Okay, so maybe we're going to do that.
Is reading left to right. Sun Song is on Saria's.
Yep, here we are. Going off to Sacred Forest Meadow. Pick up those hints. Pick up that bow.
Red, is it really a time save to play Suns before the owl? So you let time change as you talk to it?
I wonder if that works, actually. That it might.
It makes sense to me.
I'm never sure on when time actually moves and when it doesn't.
Well, you have to talk to the owl. And you don't watch the bridge come down.
Yes, the sun does move when you talk to the owl. That's why in that's why you try to avoid the owl. I think in any percent. Because talking to the owl means you won't make it to Hyrule Castle by nightfall. Or at least it gets really hard to do so. Something like that. So that's why you try to skip the owl.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know any percent routing. I play 100% OOTR.
I've seen a little bit of speed runs in the past. I mean, not with SRM, but you know, the older stuff. I'm pretty sure that the owl skip was a big thing. Natheirean is
so this
changing
is
his mind.
Playing Minuet.
Wait.
And I'm gonna guess this is adult GC into Death Mountain Crater. Just
Please
to make
get some
sure.
health.
Nah, you're fine. Keep going. Live dangerously. This is Blitz.
I'm pretty sure we don't have a tunic. You're not gonna make it.
What is it? He's half heart? What is that? 4 seconds?
4 seconds.
You can get a heart before you pull the statue, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Maybe it's a heart piece on Link the Goron. Look, we're talking saving frames by changing time of day before you take the Owl Express.
Yeah, there we go. We have
Grandeur.
We already.
I
Whoops,
appreciate
we,
that.
accidentally screwed up on that, and okay, this is not
Round
great.
2.
We might need to pull out a chew, or else. Yep, pull out a chew.
Weasel going back adult.
Oh God!
Oh.
Too close. Too close. I would have done it on a straightaway. F's in chat.
That was very funny. And okay, maybe there's some merit to your
Okay,
grab
so
a
I have
heart.
a question. Does Link the Goron stay stopped?
I don't believe so because you never talked to him.
No, but when does the?
So the trigger to move him happens after you talk to him, doesn't it? Yeah, there he is.
That worked okay.
Weasel might be going into Ganon's castle here.
I think that's what we're getting. Yes. Or no, yes. Okay, we changed our mind.
Dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge.
We are not.
And I'm gonna go the Link the Goron suicide is a great meme to mention happy 1 hour, everyone.
Oh, we are at 1 hour. Let's roll our credits. Yes, our trackers today are Artificial Red, Vaiva RT, and Shannock. Thank you so much for helping out. We really could not do this without you. It's hard in a normal game. It's impossible for Triforce Blitz. Thank you for Hell Knight for hosting today, and thank you Extreme Psy.
Yeah, call me whatever. It's fine. I respond to anything as long as
I want to
it
say
has...
Extreme Spy or Extreme Psy, whichever. I don't know whichever. For coming in and helping make this possible today.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting me figuring out how to commentate live and being, let's say, lead commentator. Dastar, it is indeed.
And we had Dins in Ganon's Castle and Requiem on Bolero.
Right. Yep. As we suspected. Yes, and to anyone in chat who noticed it's Psy, not Spy, don't worry. I never considered anyone who suffers from reading things at the age of like 10 when I made it, so you're all good.
You made this name when you were 10?
It's been my combination gamer tag before gamer tags were a thing.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Westworld on Westwood Online, playing Command and Conquer back. Oh man, I don't want to date myself more than I just have.
Back to the slow heart sound. Okay, that's nothing in Shadow
2 is nothing.
And just kill over.
Fastest way to 3 hearts, I know.
Okay, what's Natheirean doing now?
Child Spirit is my guess. So with that, fresh off that Requiem, grabbing that song, peeking the arch, another hint, and with the boomerang and slingshot, trying to do that while he still lacks strength 2.
That sounds like a good guess, because we're going there right now. And what is Weasel doing? We are walking out of Hyrule Castle and Market.
Is this to GTG?
I'm wondering. No.
Nope.
Oh, we are going up to Death Mountain Crater, but we don't have any warp songs.
You want to know why? Because, let's see. I'll go almost in 55 minutes ago, let's say. Never checked Composer Grave.
Are we gonna check? We didn't check it as child.
Nope. He went Dante race
yeah,
on the time.
This is the sort of thing that you're like, okay, Weasel got the piece first, but now he's bleeding time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because he doesn't have the warp songs.
and this is a sprint right past it again.
Natheirean is.
Yeah,
we didn't
it
do
is.
anything in Child Spirit.
Checking.
South Hyrule?
We don't have anything Hyrule Field.
Was there
pointing.
anything on the arch that I missed?
You wouldn't swim if you were going to buy beans. He has both Minuet, and you would take the owl to go to river. This is...
South Hyrule, I guess.
I think you are right.
Why not?
I'm questioning this. Maybe just hoping to find a couple extra hints. Because if we look...
Because we're still missing some.
So, Courage has an overworld. Wisdom has an overworld. And Power has an overworld. So the only reason you go into a dungeon is it's directly hinted or you're looking for a piece.
We're missing 2 hints, though. It's...
Yeah, so I think this is deferring dungeon progression solely to try and find some hints. Yeah, I agree with a Requiem, Death Mountain Crater, Wisdom path. I would be pressing into Spirit personally.
Yeah, that's very weird. Like, and he just saw the second hint.
I can't see through that smoke.
I mean, at the top of the volcano, I don't think it was anything. I didn't see it before. There's our other market, Foolish. We haven't seen this, have we? No, we did see that one. That was the double defense. Are we going back to Spirit?
Oh, it's Slingo Volcano?
No.
Oh, he hasn't checked Sungrave. Oh, rip Weasel.
It's another hint stone. Ocarina of Time is Song of Storms. Okay, Nat.
This is Composer Grave. Or, sorry, Sungrave.
Yeah, I'm just...
Did he do the... No, he was here as adult, so he might... It'd be weird too, but you are here. To do the flame storage.
Yeah, no.
And is this time of day set up for Dompe?
Well, he did burn a little bit of time with Requiem. But maybe?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we're I guess we're cleaning up some child, maybe is the...
Yeah, so this was get a hint stone, clear out graveyard.
Was that a condom?
No, it was a bloopy.
It was a bloopy. Okay, something blue flashed there.
I don't
now
need
back to Serenade? I'm
this is probably for an Owl Express.
Okay, what are we...
The only thing I could think of here is spotted something on Arch that we all missed.
Yeah, I'm confused. And Weasel presumably... assuming he doesn't warp out or something, might be going to GTG. Nope, we are warping out. Oh, we are finally going to get the Composer's Grave song.
Song chain at 1 hour, 8 minutes.
We'll also be able to check that chest.
Oh, he picked up Dins. Duh. I'm sitting here looking for fire arrows for some reason. I'm like, we don't have a bow. That doesn't matter.
Natheirean maybe choosing to go into Ganon's castle? I'm confused.
Maybe Ganon's. People in chat are talking about potentially exploring the Wanderer Water. I'm just trying to check.
Oh, no, we are going into forest. With 2 Wanderer hook shots. And we do have a strength.
One in each hand.
We have a strength. We have a
'cause
bow.
we had Valley was
We can
past
do this.
strength. So if both strength 2s are strength locked, they can be Wanderer still.
Wait.
So
Wait. I'm confused. Wasn't the bow in Wolfos Grotto?
it was.
Why Weasel hasn't done that?
I just remember
He's
leaving
been in to
Goron
pick up...
City. He went through Goron City to get his song. I remember seeing the boulder blown for the SFM Business Grotto.
Yeah, I do. Has he really not checked Wolfos Grotto?
Just have to watch the next time he pauses.
Right, well, he's going into Child Spirit, so we'll get to see that.
You know, the other thing that we never pointed out is like, one, we've had our 5 Foolishes for a while. The only dungeon on there is Well.
I don't think I saw Bo there. On that. Did anyone see that?
Made the mistake of looking at the note sheet. Must
Well,
just
maybe
watch
someone
stream.
in chat
Don't look at
saw
chat. Don't look at note sheet. Only
Okay,
watch
well,
content.
Phantom Ganon is down.
And we have a big chest on the right side of Child Spirit.
Okay. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. The get hit and then it throws you off the edge.
There's a
okay.
scale.
That scale is just locked by a hook shot. And whatever we need for forest logic, which is...
So, for the Jabu path to be power, this supports what Neil's been saying for a while, is that both hook shots are locked by ZL. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
20 is dead. Well, it's a bigger on sword, but that's essentially dead. No one's getting 20 for that.
Imagine collecting skulls in a Blitz seed. So no key in Child Spirit.
Lost Woods Way of the Wanderer. Which... That is the second time we've seen that one.
FW.
Well, we are very much locked out of spirit right now.
Yep. And this is going to check...
The fountain? I guess we haven't checked the fountain
fairy.
yet. I don't think we've seen it on the Natheirean side either.
This seems to me then Weasel's next play is probably not going to GTG. He might, but in my mind you would age change and then just Requiem in Reverse Wasteland.
Natheirean now gonna do Child Spirit, I would guess.
Also checking
I
Fairy
don't,
Fountain.
The forest just check Okay,
And there's our condom.
There, okay. Let me go back. Temple of Time was foolish. So why did we just kill Phantom Ganon and bail?
I am not sure. To be perfectly
Did
honest.
we do some counting and realize that there can't be something in forest? You need a hook shot, either hook shot, so doesn't count as anything. You need access, which is either behind
because Epona's was Minuet and
ZL
locked Saria's, so access to forest can't be a step. Hook shots are Wanderer. Oh.
But the ZL is. And you got
that is true.
You got a strength. That would be 2.
So
and
chat's working theory is the songs are ZL locked, so ZL's on the path.
Strength ZL
The hooks are bomb locked, which you needed strength to get to. So strength and bombs are on the path for Wanderer hooks. And ZL for Wanderer songs. So you're at 3.
So that's courage. Yeah, so we have... I'm going to put this on the notes.
I am going to say I much prefer being in the commentator seat with the multitude of brains in chat thinking through logic for me, rather than just being part of the multitude. It's like, you guys are smart. I like that idea, so I'm going to pretend like I was on board with it all the way.
Yeah, I'm putting in some notes here as a way of attempt to...
I'll also chalk it up, Purple, to it being my first time. So this whole special secret tracker cheat that you two can get access to if you volunteer. Shameless plug. Chat and 2 streams, rather than just watching 2 streams and memeing in chat, is new for my brain, despite playing Blitz.
Yeah, you actually have to try it. So I think this is how I've written it out.
ZL for X2 forest access,
yep,
plus strength to bombs for X2 hookshot. Yes.
Yeah, I think that could put it in forest.
I see 1 + 1 + 1 = 3, so I'm on board.
And our hook shots cancel and our forest access cancel. At some point, I'm gonna have figured out how I like to format. Yeah, and Weasel's in forest, which is probably a good idea. Go do forest.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of gets tricky, but I believe you guys have done it correctly, is Rudo's letter was also only strength and bomb locked. So
Rudo's letter was only strength locked, actually. You don't need bombs to get that.
Correct. Yeah, so it just needed to be available, so we can kind of just discount it from our logical song access for Wanderer songs.
And Natheirean is going into water looking for that Wanderer item, presumably. I do feel like he has been floundering a lot, throwing out various ideas and checking them, and then with the constant age changes.
Yeah, and not committing to them.
I like Weasel's strategy of actually do a bunch of stuff before age changing a bit better.
You know, this could be quite interesting for a, let's say, racing to wisdom, right? Because power's the one we got. If it just so happens that we have a Wanderer's strength locked in water, but also in forest.
Oh, that's a big chest in water. Behind the wall. The cracked wall.
And a big chest here on the island. For piece 2.
Second piece in forest. Yep.
Good
was
job,
a reasonable
chat.
guess. So let's plonk that in our notes sheet that Triforce.
Oh, you.
Courage.
We just saw a Wanderer wallet potential in water.
That's always gross.
Yeah.
And we.
And that was at...
Weasel going... hold on. Wisdom.
Nocturne required Requiem. In theory, right? So you have Requiem to Nocturne, plus Magic is on Wisdom.
I guess if Lens is buried somewhere.
Yep.
Okay, so someone who can actually count out the steps to getting access to Nocturne would be great while we narrate what's going on.
Wise choice. Crowdfunding. I like it.
We need presumably those bombs to get the magic. We need access to Ganon's castle, which might not be anything. It might be 0. I suspect it would be 0, actually, to get into Ganon's. Nocturne is a nope. Nocturne is a... you're counting them out, and it's too many already? And Weasel is saying... Did Weasel just count them? I'm confused. Whatever.
Or just checking first, too. Because going past those first 2 requires hover boots, right?
Yeah, they have hovers, and I don't know what the count is. You have to start counting at a certain point to figure out how far you want to go.
Oh, well, hovers would be on the path if hovers were required for any item
and
behind the first 2.
Well, we're still missing some hints.
It might just be a gamble that he's willing to make.
I think it's a reasonable gamble. It's just, it still is a gamble because we do not have all the hints. Yeah. And it's possible that there is another dungeon hint or 2 hinted somewhere.
I need to remember to pay attention to the next time he hits pause. Like, just stare unblinkingly at the screen, checking for a bow.
Natheirean is... Yeah, you don't have enough hearts. Natheirean, what do we got? DC path to power. That's our third one.
Yeah, so we knew because bombs and Rudo's letter.
Okay, so that just leaves one more. So that really does say Jabu was your power piece. That is not a useful hint, unfortunately. And I guess we're following up with that wallet and saying, what if it's in somewhere in fire?
Yeah. I guess you can dip it, but... Well, okay, and Natheirean does have...
You can do a fair amount of it.
Not without hammer. Right, you're gambling
well, it depends on the
key.
keys.
Well, you're gambling on 3 keys.
You'll find out very quickly if you are hammer locked.
Yeah. Well, and he does have FW, so that does help. Both runners showing off the bomb juice, open the crack wall to then hook shot.
There's your wallet. What is Weasel doing now? Yep, there's
Key
our
number
key
1.
in fire. And it looks like Weasel's going to spend a little more time in water.
Yep. And
Presumably.
I'm seeing confirmations that Weasel has no bow. So he did skip SFM Grotto.
That seems like a huge, like, I'll just do it at, I'll do it when I'm adult. Doesn't do it as adult. Like, that's what it feels like to me.
And with the amount of Lost Woods, Kakiri Forest, and like other checks we've done, unless he walks to Goron City and Death Mountain Crater as an adult again and remembers, that's probably going to stay there forever.
Yeah, that's... Well, has Dins, has magic, so we're in here anyway.
Yep. Purple, a wanderer bow in water. That is so mean of this seed.
That has been really gross and hanging over this for quite a long time, to be honest.
Yeah.
That has been really gross.
So the seed
back
chose,
of my head.
You need irons, presumably 2 hook shots, to get your bow when you have path bombs and there's another one sitting in meadow.
I mean, it could be on Morpha.
Yep.
For those who are unaware of the quirk of Triforce Blitz, even entering water requires irons, because otherwise you could get something really awful like irons on Morpha.
Ew.
So even entering with gold scale is out.
Yeah, that change and getting rid of Stinger's chest in Jabu are like 2 of the smartest, let's make some minor tweaks that just really helps like path counts and pathing for logic, just for runners, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also, yeah, sure, rush Morpha. Just if there's nothing there, don't walk in. But, double Wanderer hook shots and irons, yeah, and there's no boss key. It's gone.
Yes, boss key is another big thing for anyone who's not aware of Blitz settings. A very nice change.
I have to wonder if Weasel forgot that, actually. And Natheirean is going GTG.
I'd be kind of doubtful. Like, Weasel's played enough Blitz to know Boss Keezy. But I mean, the strangest things happen under pressure.
Which is really making me think that it should be done.
That was Dragon Chest, right?
Yep.
Kind of consider that a little bit interesting routing. You have 2 keys. I personally would go to Dark Link and then River and then peek that, rather than spending time to just go straight to it.
Yeah, especially Morpha is such a quick task. And right now, okay, looks like nothing on Hammer Rocks.
And just a key behind the strength lock check.
And we're not... I think Weasel forgot, unfortunately. It happens, even to the best.
Neil, you're so smart. You need a bow to do River.
Weasel is going to finally pick up the bow.
This is like his one remaining chance. I really hope he doesn't memory hold his check here.
Get your bow! Get it! Get it! Yes!
I think we might see a couple shield flicks after this.
I think maybe.
I
would love to know what the last hint is. I would love to know if, in fact, we're going into water for a bow.
That can be a, if we get commentary, hey, does one of you guys have the seed still up? Zero
Yeah.
shield flicks.
Disappointing. But we're about to see GTG.
Yeah. And let's see. We have already seen Shadow Trial 2. That's kind of the only...
Okay, now what are Okay, this is now where I'm getting confused. Why are we playing Nocturne?
I'm not lost in the seed sauce, but I'm not exactly sure what Weasel's plan is right now. Oh, archery game.
Oh, yes, we haven't seen that.
Yeah. Get a bow. It's an hour and a half in. Has anyone counted out the numbers for GTG? Is it just the strength 2 that would be 5? Getting some bonus
right
content.
Side. I'm trying to now track what people are saying. Shinnok says GTG could have a Wanderer item. And Purbles. Yeah, the wallet is not useful.
I'm just trying to think. So, like, we have Longshot, we have Eponas, so they cancel each other out. We have a bow that was bomb locked.
And the bow had
bomb
a key.
was, and bombs were strength locked, so you could have strength, bombs, bow, strength 1, and strength 2. Like, strength 2 would have to be path. Like, I'm not feeling it. I'm just...
That's a hammer-locked key in GTG.
Yeah, in Requiem Magic with GTG. But looks like Weasel's on the way to join Natheirean.
Yeah, we're not seeing anything so far. There's another key. Oh, there's a chest in the maze. How far is that?
That is 5, or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 keys. Except for we have Song of Time, so it's 4 keys.
Gale.
Ew. Ew. We know there's a grand total of 1 check.
Yes, logic and blitz settings does feel like algebra. If you saw how I was writing out the count for courage, yes.
I also like the, hey, a big chest. Ew. No, we don't like that. We're going to ignore it.
Yeah, we're less than half an hour, and they're probably both feeling pretty desperate.
Yeah, this is getting to that find dungeons, start running through them.
Pick the right dungeon.
Yeah, and honestly, right now, the right dungeon is water. I hate to say it, but... And I don't mean that for the piece, but you need some direction to be pointing you here.
And Natheirean almost got run over by the boulder. At this point, Natheirean needs to get really lucky. Weasel, he doesn't know it. He just needs Natheirean to keep on being in, not as effective as he could be with his routing.
Agreed.
Because he does have the lead and has 2 pieces.
Yeah, like fortunately, the one piece that Weasel has that Natheirean doesn't isn't hard to get to. It's not a huge time sink, so
No.
YOLOing there in the last 5-7 minutes, he can pull this out, but he needs to find Wisdom first.
Yeah. Let's see how long Weasel decides to spend in here. And Natheirean is okay.
Setting FW
forward.
for the strength 2. That's a backup for strength 2.
Yep. And the thing about Triforce Blitz is because you can have these swings of people who are behind, it remains really tense for so much of the race.
I love it so much. It is by far my favorite way to play Zooter.
It has kind of rekindled my love of doing commentary because they're fast.
Yeah.
I don't have to sit forever at my computer. I can really engage with the seed. And it stays tense almost the whole way through. I mean, if someone walks into the wrong dungeon at 5 minutes because they've chased down some rabbit hole, okay, you know, and it's really deep in somewhere else, like in Shadow, okay, that's over. But often that's not the case. And that just makes for a really good viewing experience.
This back to Ganon's castle. Did we see Spirit Trial?
I
imagine we had to have, right?
I imagine we did, because Weasel went in there with a long shot.
And Natheirean has never been here. That also makes sense.
I don't think we saw the climb. Or otherwise known as the validation chest. I don't think we saw that.
That has definitely also burnt people in Blitz.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It's, what, maybe 90 seconds to get there?
Yeah, but I think somehow you just...
Well, I know the reason I skip it most, and it's I go in, I get Forest Trial, I get Water Trial, I peak Shadow 1, and then if I don't have a hook shot, I don't have strength, I leave, right?
I mean, sometimes people might want to skip it if they don't have a shield. But that's actually sometimes a concern. You go there early on, you don't have very many hearts, and you don't have a shield. And then it's like, look, maybe I can do it, and maybe I'm gonna die, and that's a waste of time. I'll just come back later when I get a hook shot and more hearts and a shield. Okay, Weasel's thinking. Natheirean is heading into Shadow.
Yeah, this is
Morpha needs some time alone. Someone please check Morpha. You know, we should add this to our list of questions at the end of the race. Can someone please go check Morpha for us?
Yeah. And I think asking Natheirean if he believes Jabu is courage. Like, you know, you're busy thinking through logic, you're counting stuff, and you're like, okay, Rudo's letter and Boomerang is 2. I don't know, one other thing for 3 bombs or strength to get Rudo's letter. That's courage. You move on. You don't think about it the rest of the game.
Morpha's welfare. Yep.
Yep.
We will call for a welfare check, don't worry.
Ah, alive. Ah, dead. Oh, dead.
Morpha is so fast, and you don't have to step into the warp. You really don't.
It's just the 5-minute cutscene.
I think part of it might be that people also are like, oh, I don't want to do the cut. No, you don't have to do the cutscene.
Well, the death cutscene. You don't have to watch the lake refill.
Even that, like, Bongo's a long death cutscene.
Oh, absolutely. But Bongo takes 86 minutes to get to anyway, right? You have to want to go to Shadow and Blitz. And
okay,
still
Weasel,
nothing.
what are you doing? Weasel is...
Oh, yeah, he must have peeked the Scarecrow chest.
Yeah, you can... He did from the other side, I'm sure. Okay, now what? We are...
Fire?
Maybe trying fire with that wallet. I mean, this route would make sense then if it was for fire.
Yeah, Berenger, I've been talking to people on Twitch recently about their thoughts on Shadow Shortcut, and kind of so far is opening Shadow Shortcut would change logic a lot for an otherwise linear dungeon. And
yeah, it would do weird things to the key logic.
Yeah, and I think when we were talking earlier today, one of the keys might actually become like useless. Like you can waste it, but you can actually complete the dungeon with one small key missing, because you can access from both sides through the shortcut.
There's our second dip into fire.
First for Weasel.
Not much time left.
Oh
no.
This is it.
Oh no! Oh no! I was waiting for that.
Yep. That's F number 3, I want to say.
It could be.
Yeah, and I think it might be 2 fire deaths, right?
There have been some really clippable deaths here. It's great.
Yeah.
We love you, runners. You're
and more choose. Chew-lock choose. Oh yeah, wait. Absolutely.
We love memeable deaths. I mean, I'm sure you feel embarrassed when you do it, but you know what? We love you. Great entertainment. We are here to be entertained.
If I can embarrass myself in comms, talking about, is Shadow and Logic when you have Requiem and Magic, well, Requiem required, it's fine.
Well, part of the problem is we're looking for the damn strength.
Yeah.
That just really sucks. It's like, okay, now I gotta go somewhere and find the strength. Where the hell is the strength?
Especially with the missing path hints. Like, I'm trying to think of
so many wanderer hints.
What gossip stones are we missing? Behind Deku.
We saw those. That was where we saw our third DC hint. We're missing one thing, which could possibly be a wanderer or possibly be a path.
Yeah, but
we have one wanderer left that has only had one stone. That's the fountain.
Yeah.
Storms locked 3 gossip stones. Okay.
Yeah, Castle 3, Forest Storms Grotto, DMT Storms Grotto, Field Cows.
Field Cow, which requires hammers as an adult, so we're probably... I mean, you can do it as a child, but... no, the chance to do that is long gone. Yeah. That would have been on the Gerudo Valley route.
and 80 fire, water, shadow for hints. What type of seed did you roll where that is the play?
The top of Death Mountain Trail. Oh, we missed that one.
Here's piece number 2.
We haven't gone out there. Well, put Natheirean on the board with second piece now. We have not seen the top of Death Mountain Trail stone because Death Mountain Trail is foolish. So neither of them walked out, I believe. I mean, the thing is, it's such a fast... I feel like, yes, it's foolish, but it's such a fast stone, you run out and drop off the edge. If you're doing the Death Mountain Crater loop, you might as well add it.
15 minutes to go, back into shadow.
Natheirean is going to continue with Forest, I guess.
I think... Like, why not? If you're looking for strength lock strength...
Yeah. It is strength locked. Very shortly.
And both runners also know that they are child locked. Or sorry, adult locked out of spirit.
Yeah, they... Nope, we're going back to water. Changed our mind. Meanwhile, we will take a trip through shadow. We, I guess, saw those and decided, nope, we don't need that.
Yeah, I'm assuming Weasel knows.
Natheirean, please. Where's the Morpha?
I'm assuming Weasel knows they're too deep. Like, this is hoping for out of logic strength, maybe?
Okay. Did Weasel set for roars somewhere? No.
No. Natheirean set it in GTG, and then decided to set it in...
Ganon's castle.
Ganon's, yeah. Which is honestly a surprising play. With the ability to save quit to Temple of Time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Remember the peak?
The key. You don't need that. You don't need that. Oh.
Yep. 2 and through.
Please go kill Morpha. We really want to know.
Save.
Right
Good.
there! Wow, your timing was good.
Yeah, 2 keys for boss key chest. Before you raise the water to Morpha. You have long shot. Like, you can show off the hover gainer.
But we want to try the swag strap first.
Yeah. I have never successfully done that trick in a race. I've only practiced it. Hold it off.
This is another place where people are like, I want to do the setup, and then it's like, you're wearing hover boots. Just go for it. It's okay. We will never blame you for taking the easy way if it's also really fast.
Absolutely. Going to check our one peekable and the other invisible chest here.
Nope. Not this one. Alright, so we are going to raise the water, and please do Morpha. Please do Morpha before Dark Blink. I'm not expecting it.
I think he'd go for density.
This is really relaxing Shadow Temple music.
Yeah, it makes you forget about the obviously horrible things that went on in this place.
A lot of low-key nightmare fuel in these games.
Yep.
Majora's Mask is a little more overt, but Ocarina of Time is like, oh, there's some grinning teeth on the spinning thing with an eyeball up top. How did I never notice that?
Yeah. Or, you know, there's just a nice little, I can't remember what they're called, but in the back of Shadow for flaying people. And, you know, there's stains on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, someone spilled their Kool-Aid. I'm assuming you played this earlier in life?
I am approaching 40, so yes. I was, you know, in the first half of my life, I played this.
Okay. What's creepier based on your memory? Forest Temple or Shadow?
Shadow. Although actually
Okay.
Bottom of the Well is the most creepy.
Oh, with your first time exposure to invisible walls?
Holes in the floor. There's
Oh.
our strength 2. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Go straight to spirit. What do we have?
9.5 minutes. This is
Uh-huh.
a lot. This is a lot of time to do a lot of damage in spirit. This could be a last call.
Okay, so another bow in Shadow. Is that bow locked?
Our Requiem
Then someone
was
counted
Crater.
that Morpha is a small key. Because I just saw that up here. Morpha's a key. So we counted. Is that what we did? Yeah, imagine if that was Strength 2 for Weasel, then it would be a huge race.
Okay, so the one thing we haven't mentioned this entire time, long shot. No, it's required if it's a small key in child hand, right? It becomes path for spirit key
required.
Logic. Yeah. So the long shot wanderer, which is already weird by itself, can't be for spirit key.
On that hand, yes.
Yeah.
Well, now we know the key must be over here because this is the last one left.
I wonder how, like, stressed Natheirean is right now.
Holy shit.
I have a strong idea, having played a lot of Blitz, but...
Okay, so what are our double Wanderer hook shots for?
Is there a world where Dark Link is 5 key locked?
Wait, is it for the key on Morpha? Key logic and water?
I think it's water logic.
I mean, that's not typically our...
Yeah. Dark Link is 5 key locked, right?
Oh, that's...
And so the other weird thing about water, if I understand water logic correctly, is the only logical way to do central pillar is with the bow.
The only way... Sorry? What did you say?
For key counting, it expects you to have the bow to get in there.
Okay, what is this in spirit?
Oh,
holy
wow.
shit.
Gee freaking G's.
That is why we say these races are intense, because it did in fact flip in the last 10 minutes.
Incredible.
Wow.
Wow.
GG's Natheirean, you are moving on.
GG's to both Natheirean and Weasel. That was
Weasel,
a fantastic
GG
match.
pulling out those two pieces, actually reading that logic quite well. It was really just a matter of who found the strength first. Where's that third strength?
Anywhere hook shot and single strength locked, right? So like Deep Shadow? Deep fire? Maybe. Maybe not
Okay,
deep
well,
fire.
our racers are in chat right now. They're discussing where the hell are those strengths. um. So let's find out. I have asked them, want to come in for an interview. Okay, Natheirean says, yes, I unfortunately have never done this before, so I don't know how we yank them in here.
Or just
Hello.
magically appearing.
Hi.
Magically appeared. Okay.
GG's.
Yeah, that's a seed. I realized after I did the first 2 checks that it couldn't be Shadow, but
Yep. Yeah.
that's one
How
too
many
many.
how many times did you start something and go, wait, no, it can't be here?
A lot.
The key is you caught yourself before you committed too hard.
Yeah. I'm still don't understand how Forest is 3 because we have Minuet and Sarias. I don't think they locked each other.
No, we counted this out. It's
It's weird.
ZL, strength, and bombs.
Oh right, wait. But no, Strength and
ZL locked
Bombs.
locked both songs, Saria's and Minuet.
Oh
And then
right, I found
the
Minuet
strength
in
locked the
Graveyard.
bombs, and the bombs locked the
Right.
hook shots.
I forgot that I had Minuet in Graveyard. That's
Yep.
right. That's where my logic was counted off. Because I went to Forest, and I was like, wait a second, it's only 2. It can't be there. And I went away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fortunately, you pivoted.
Looks like Weasel is coming in as well. I guess we gotta yank him? How do we do this? Does Hell Knight do that?
I didn't do anything. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah,
I
there are
think
no
I can do.
rooms for us to join, so I think they have to join manually.
Yeah, I think.
There
There
they
we
are.
go. I did
There we
it.
There
There
they
we
are.
go. I did
There we
it. Oh, and you're gonna wanna mute yourself. Oh, we're gonna have to change the sound or something. Or we did that already.
I'm assuming Hell Knight is taking care of it.
I hope so. Yeah.
GG's Weasel.
Thanks, GG.
GG's, that was another awful seed, but
Yeah, I hate my life in this fucking tournament. It's been terrible seed after terrible seed. Oh.
Well, I feel like that's just kind of the life of a Zooter player, unfortunately.
it is sometimes, unfortunately.
Was I ahead with 2 pieces?
You were.
Who were?
Yeah, I miscounted Forest because I didn't realize that ZL locked both. I thought it was just one. ZL locked one. So I was about to go to Forest, and I was like, wait, this can't be it, and I left.
Yeah. No, it took me a little bit to figure that out too, but the I pushed ice like stupidly early, found Sarias, and then when I found Minuet, I was like, oh, both of these are ZL
Oh,
locks. That's
I
all I
think
was
we're
supposed
both
to
in
do.
ice super quick.
Yeah. I did so much dungeon coverage to just try and find a strength. I'm so mad I dipped out of water.
Yeah, I was like pushing hints super hard, and I just couldn't find like
I don't
anything
think
else
it
that made
existed.
sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Like I never found my 5th dead zone. I only found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 paths because one wander is already there.
So we are missing one. Still.
shit.
Yep. Between both of you.
Yeah, it's probably a Storm's Grotto.
That's our guess. But there was also the hint stone at the top of Death
Trail.
Mountain
Oh,
Trail that I
Trail.
believe
I did never
neither
check
of
that.
you went for.
Yeah.
Yep. And with Foolish Trail, like that's perfectly fine play.
Yeah, I think at the time when I was there, I was planning on checking it, but I think at the time I thought I had the seed figured out. I mean, that was like an hour ago.
Isn't that always the way in Blitz, though?
Yeah.
It's like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm on rails. And then you get to the end of the track and go, oh, guess not.
I was like 355 found like path bombs out of logic. And I'm like, this is gonna be a jet seed. So I thought last seed too.
So
So
how do you go ahead?
no, it's fine.
I
You can
was
go.
I was just gonna ask, how do you guys feel about Wanderer, Longshot, and Irons? In what world do you think that you were gonna have to play a seed like this?
None.
I don't even know. I had
Yeah,
long
it
shot before I
was.
had either of the hints for Wanderer, I think, too, was the crazy thing.
Yeah, I can't remember if I found the Wanderer for Lost Woods before I found the hookshot. I think I did, but I found one for Castle and then one for Lost Woods, and they were
Yeah,
both
actually,
hookshots.
I had the Lost Woods one, but I got the Castle Fairy hook before I found that hint.
And
Oh,
then
and
I found Water Wanderer on Hyrule 2 of all things. I'm like, oh god, what's in there?
Well, that was sort of a foregone conclusion with both hook shots and the irons all on Wanderer. I was
Yeah,
uh I was dreading the idea that maybe it was a bow.
I was hoping it wouldn't be.
I don't know how Wanderer logic works, like, if it just picks, like, any item that could be along the path too, like
Yeah, it means
like,
somewhere
it's
in some
even
other random chain of events, there's another strength available. I don't know what that chain of events is, but it's there somewhere.
Yeah, Wanderer means it's picked these items for a playthrough, but there's an alternate way of doing it. So it might mean that in this case, it was that there's a third strength somewhere, and it has picked this strength too, and these are the items you need to get to it.
Yeah, they do
I
have
don't
to
know if,
be
like
somewhat logical, so they have to be strength locked and I think just strength locked.
I think also a hook shot.
Possibly.
Like
Because it's
that.
strength bombs. At the very least, they're bomb locked. With
Right.
both hooks being behind bombs, it's
and
yeah.
It has to be bomb locked at minimum,
everything's bomb
and
locked.
everything that leads up to bomb. So
Yeah.
strength and
Yeah.
ZL.
So you mean it's a check in OOT? Gotcha.
um, so Wanderer hints could be something like duplicate strengths, or it could also be something like the wallet to buy a tunic instead of the tunic itself, if neither one locks the other. Which is
Yeah.
one reason you might see that wallet in
Yeah, so
Wanderer
I assume we
Water,
both
and
saw the wallet in water, and I'm like,
yep.
oh, it's like in Fire Temple. I'm pretty
Nope,
sure we
no,
both
you're
went to
locked
Fire
out of
Temple off
fire.
of that. Yep. So my thought process there was, okay, either I'm missing a path for Hammer somewhere, and who knows where, or like it's just weird. And then the path magic wouldn't make sense, but it's a weird seed.
Literally the only thing I, like, fucked up the entire seed was my count for, Shadow. And even that, I knew, like, couldn't be deeper than hovers, which is why I went to, like, the first two
Oh,
chests
so
in.
we both did the same thing then.
Yeah.
You both did, and I when you return. So when you went into Shadow the first time, I thought that maybe you had put together that this might be a 5 count, and that's why you stopped at hovers.
Yeah.
And then when
I
you
think it
went
was
back, were you digging for the other strength basically?
it yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the only dungeon that was bare in this entire seed was bottom of the well. So it's like the likelihood that strength is just, like, available in a non-barren dungeon is pretty high.
Yeah. Yeah, and with because you have forest, fire, water, shadow, all having strength 1 locked areas, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know. Did you full clear Forest out?
No, I got the piece and bailed.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if the other strength could have been in there because
Yeah,
it's strength
behind the
locked.
first strength block. Yeah, we were wondering that.
Because the random
Um,
bot isn't smart. It could easily just pick some random chain, even though it's entirely like worthless.
yeah, that was the big fear with Wanderer Water. If it was a bow and your other bow is in Sacred Forest, Meadow, Grotto, that is that is just a horrendous seed roll.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, well, we've had those.
yes, they do exist. Can confirm.
I mean, this one was bad, but I think our one yesterday was still worse.
Oh, look, another bow. I'm just clearing stuff out. There's a bow on top of lab.
Oh,
On
is
top of where?
there?
Oh, on top of
Top
lab.
of lab, yeah.
Okay, so there was a bow in Shadow, and the bow
Yep.
on the top of Lab, and the bow in Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yeah, so bow can't be path because the top of lab is not bomb locked. Oh,
It actually is.
yes,
No,
it
it
is
is bomb
because the hook
locked.
shots are behind it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, both
they're
hook shots and
equal.
beans.
Yeah, they're so that would make a bow a wanderer.
Yes, behind bombs.
One thing I never did check was lab dive.
It's nothing.
Is it? Okay. I'll say as we time then. Yeah, there's a few random things I just never got to checking. And I assume that it hinted long for key logic in water, which is like
Yes.
its
Yeah.
own stupid little path.
Key on Morpha.
And you need irons to enter water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically the whole wander
That
had
was
its
real
own little
gross.
chain.
Yeah, I like personally as we were watching this and started to, of course, meme and crack jokes about, well, what if it's in water? Like the next 3 hints and 2 items are, well, I don't like this. And I'm sure you guys were thinking the same, if not much worse.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking about the seed. This is just I don't hate the seed, but I definitely don't. Not my top. Not my favorite. I'm just curious. I'm gonna clear all forests just to know.
I'd
we could have
I'd love to
stayed
know.
Water
I'll
Temple.
continue watching the race room to see. I was kind of I was not happy when you just did Phantom Ganon and left.
So the only reason I did Phantom Ganon was literally just for the hintstones around Deku Tree. So I think I was missing 2 path hints at the time. Like there has to be something. Like what am I missing?
Well, that was our third DC hint. But at that point, we
Yeah.
already knew about Jabu.
Yeah, we had bombs and Rudos, so that would made sense.
And then you didn't go back for some time, and had already figured out. No, it was a count of 3, and it made sense.
Yeah. Well, it made sense with a path count. It didn't make sense in my head until I found it. Well, I knew what the count was. I didn't know why it was 3 until after, but it makes sense now. It was Forest Axis because of ZL. Because I think what Saria's was Ice Cavern and Minuet was Composers, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 ZL locked songs.
That is one reason I kind of want to use a different tracker, just to keep track of what songs are found where.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say about this seed before we move on to what's happening tomorrow?
I hate Spirit Temple.
You hate Spirit Temple. Yes.
I lost both games. I lost both games to pieces in Spirit Temple.
Oof.
They're actually the same chest too. The pieces on the same chest both games.
Oh, that's
Actually, never mind. It wasn't. It was last game.
No.
It was the
Rolling Boulder.
It was the Silver Rupee room.
Which I was like literally probably 4 minutes behind him getting to. I was on my way there when he finished. And then this was just impossible to find his strength.
All right, well, GG's both of you. Triforce Blitz is not easy. Thank you so much for participating in the tournament.
Congrats both of you to making it to round 3 in a bracket. You know, there's some big names in Wanderer bracket. It's not
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Fundamentally, it's terrifying. Yeah.
And I guess we should do our shout outs now. Shout outs to our runners for today, Natheirean and Weasel. Thank you both so much. It was great to restream you. Our trackers are Artificial Red, Vaiva, RT, and Shanok, who I see is sitting right in chat right now. Our restreamer is Hell Knight. I am Miraba, and my co-commentary is xtremepsy. Great first time doing comms with you.
Thank you. Terrifying secondary to only racing.
Yeah, we'll do it again at some point. It'll get easier.
Absolutely.
And tomorrow is our next game. Unfortunately, we gotta wait almost 24 hours for the next one. Midweek races are not that common, and we're having fewer and fewer games now. Tomorrow is Methinksar versus Zopar. Game 1 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 12:30 a.m. UTC.